Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are just wrapping up getting all of our worlds converting over to hive worlds. We've only got 10 more to go at this point. And here's our month tick. And can we repair this planetary supercomputer? No, we can't quite. Okay, so we'll go ahead and terraform this hive world. Excellent. And we'll terraform this one as well. Perfect. So that's Solaron done. We already did Negabit, if I recall correctly. Yes, we did. Excellent. So, Cubacub. We'll go ahead and get you terraforming over to a hive world. Fantastic. Nectar of Hope to a hive world. Fantastic. Polybit to a hive world, but I'm going to wait for the month tick here. There we go. And then, like I said... wow, apparently words are very difficult right now. Like I have been saying this entire time, the plan is to re-evaluate each world as it finishes terraforming. So we're going to be overhauling our entire economy at that point, if we haven't finished the game by then. But I kind of doubt we will, because we are a bit short on influence for claiming everything that the Galactic Entente has. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to consider. I am going to put in a waste reprocessing center here, as well as terraforming it to a hive world. Same thing here. Just to have additional amenities, and it produces energy credits and minerals, which is always nice. Come on, month tick. You can do it. Good job, month tick. Okay. So these are all done, and we just need to do 2 more. I'm going to wait to do those until after this month tick, though. But I will replace an agriculture district with a mining district here. Excellent. So once this month tick happens, we should be good to go on all of our sectors. In theory. Here's the month tick now. That wasn't a bad month tick either. Ooh, that's a lot of repairs that are needed. But we can't do anything with it right now. Okay. I do believe we are done. Is there a terraforming... like, if we go to the expansion planner... those are just habitable planets. If we go into the planets and sectors... I think we have to look at it in the actual sector. Okay. Well, in theory, that should be every planet terraforming over. So let's just unpause here and let them work on that. And yeah, these worlds need a lot of work. I'm well aware of this. We will be addressing that. However, the stations aren't going to be done, right? Or the ring worlds. So, I think after this episode, I'm going to go through those off camera, because that's going to be pretty tedious. So I'm just going to do those off camera, and for now, we need to be working on our preparations to fight the Galactic Entente. But first I want to open up all of these. I was only minimizing them to record which ones had been completed. So we're just going to get all of these done. We're nearly through them. We have a rather large number of worlds and stations. There's no doubt about that. Hi, month tick. Yeah, there you go. You're okay. Okay, so that's Carcana there. So we're definitely getting close to having all of our sectors re-maximized. I wish there was a button to minimize all and maximize all. I mean, there is. You can do it up here with sectors, but I don't think that that gets these. Yeah, it does not. Okay. It's a bit unfortunate. And then we do need to check in on one final station, which I think is going to be close to ready at this point. And that station is, of course, This guy right here. Yeah, it's currently upgrading to Citadel, 600 days away. So we definitely need to give that some time. So to that end, we will just start moving some of our fleets into position for this. But first, I do want to make a few additional claims. So we're going to grab everything we can from the Synthoid link. Our primary goal with this war is to eliminate the Synthoid link from existence. They are the strongest portion of the Galactic Entente, and without the Synthoid link, the Galactic Entente will not be very strong at all. So that's our goal. We'll make those claims, and we're basically currently out of influence. So we'll just jump drive this guy out here. Is there anywhere else we need a construction ship? I guess we could grab dark matter up over here. Yeah, that's a thing we could do, and should probably do. So we'll grab that. Anything else? Well, we'll find out after this month tick anyway. If there is, it's probably going to be up over in this region, right? I'm not seeing anything immediately. It looks like that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay. So, as far as invasion plans go, let's think about this for a moment. We have an invasion vector on the Synthoid link from here and here. So we can have a two-pronged attack over this way. This one can cut them in half and then push this way, while this one pushes in and takes this area over here.
Research complete.
And as far as this goes, we don't really have a good way in there. We could, I suppose... Is this within jump drive range? That is awful close. We could maybe jump drive to Hixum and then push to here. Alternately, we could jump drive into Kizo and then push this way, for sure. Either of those would actually be completely fine. And that would be taking out the Synthoid link over here and dealing with anything in this region. Then we could, in theory, have one fleet up over here, pushing in over here, and one over here. We'd need a fleet over in this region to defend, as well as over here, probably. We're going to be stretched pretty thin. A lot of these fleets that are around here aren't very strong. The Synthoid Link fleet is stuck at just below 200k, which means that a single one of our fleets should be able to just mop the floor with it. Which would be fantastic. We'll go ahead and grab defense platform damage, I think. So, we're going to need an invasion vector over here, as well as one here and here. Our capacity overload edict just expired, which is okay. We actually don't really care anymore about energy credits, so I'm going to cancel our sales of our excess alloys, and we're just going to stockpile those for now. There we go. And we're just going to let that price start rising. What is this? Oh, leader lifespan. Okay. We'll grab army health, I guess. And speaking of armies, we are going to need to expand our army. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. Actually, why am I getting assault armies? I wanted clone armies. There we go. That's much better. Now, how many is that? That is allegedly 32? That felt like more than 32 clicks. Okay, more are coming in. It's just frozen from the month tick. That's okay. Yeah, that's more like it. That's 55. Gonna keep queuing up more. How many was that? 97. Actually, that's 98, 99. 100. Okay, so that's 100 clone armies queued up. And we should start moving our fleets into position. So I think one fleet is sufficient to take care of this region over here. So let's hop on down over here. I'm actually going to minimize all of our terraforming as soon as the month tick is over, because it's easiest to jump to the bottom, but with 166 terraforms going on down here, that's a potential issue. So I'm just going to minimize all of these as soon as I actually get to the top of this list. There we go. Okay, and let's start drifting some fleets into position. So I think this fleet attacking over here is completely fine. Lentipaz can come up over this way. Their mission would be to attack over here, and then backtrack and come up over this way. The Frisidian Shards can come up over here, and their mission would be to attack this region. Okay, so there's Synthoid Link's northern holdings dealt with. The Baronel fragments can come down over here. Saccharine Shards over here. They're going to need to do some jump driving. The Trentite fragments can then come over to Jared. And the Coruntine fragments, basically everything else here is going to be relegated to defensive duty. So we're going to need a fleet over here, which as soon as the month tick happens, we will order. Okay. I think a fleet over here. And they'll be responsible for defending this area. A fleet down over here would be good. And then I think a single fleet up over here. And then we can also move an additional fleet over here or over here if necessary. I'm not sure how necessary that will actually be, though. So that's the overall invasion plan. Now, a lot of these places we're not actually interested in taking because our influence is a bit on the low side for it. But we are going to need to jump drive and be in position with our jump drives so that we are not taking this 200-day minus 50% weapons damage malice. So that's definitely something that we're going to want. Baronel fragments are in position. Saccharine Shards are going to need to jump drive over to here. And it does bear noting that fleets that are jump drived over are basically not available for us to use in defense. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind for sure. But that's why we have 4 fleets earmarked for defense. Oh, hello. Low stability over here. What's going on? Well, they're lacking amenities. They destroyed their waste reprocessing center, which is a big part of it. We'll go ahead and replace this with resource silos for some maintenance drone jobs, though. Okay. Excellent. So our fleets are pretty much in position. Of course, our armies, not so much. We are going to have 2 separate armies, and actually I'm going to split off 2 of these. We'll transfer these 2. There we go. And these 2 are going to group with our main army. And I should probably go ahead and queue up an additional 2, but I'm going to do it from generator 1. Just so that they build a little bit more in parallel. And in fact, I'm going to go through and cancel some of these. And we'll build them a little bit more in parallel. Ah, come on. You can do it, month tick. There we go. Is it actually canceling? Yeah, there we go. Now it is. Okay, there we go. And I guess we will go for shield hit points. That'll be fine. I'm going to recruit about 20 here, and then about 20 here. Something like that. I'm not sure exactly how many these are. I'm not actually counting. So we'll do something about like this. And then once the month tick happens, we'll go ahead and recruit a few more, just in the Shapara sector. But I just wanted that to be a little bit more parallelized. Excellent. So I think we'll go for kinetic weapon attack speed next. We're doing well on our Empire Sprawl now. Our tech cost is only at 150%. This construction ship, I think, is no longer necessary, so we will go ahead and disband that for now. We may need another one later. Why is this fleet up to 104 now? It feels like we shouldn't have 104 here. Okay, there we go. I wanted exactly 100. And we'll take this fleet over here. Excellent. And now we'll group all these up. We are going to need another general, so let's recruit in, I think, Butcher. That'll be good. Army damage plus 10%. Don't really care about collateral damage. Come on, Monthtick. You got this. There you go. Excellent. No, we want to put this one in. There we go. Okay, so this transport fleet is responsible for attacking the main Synthoid Link holdings up over here. And then the second army is going to be responsible for attacking the Synthoid Link holdings over here. And then anything else that we get out of this is just going to be a bonus. And I'm just going to bank influence for right now until such a time... Oh, we're full on energy credits. Until such a time as we are in a position to declare peace. Like, to status quo out. Or make demands. And then we'll just make a bunch of demands and then status quo out. And yeah, we're full of energy credits. It's okay. We could probably stop selling our consumer goods for now. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we are nearly in position here. We are going to probably need a few additional armies. And it didn't select these two. Okay. There we go. So we are then going to go for, I think, an additional army damage upgrade. Excellent. We'll have to move around our various defense fleets, but I'm going to jump drive this one. Why didn't I just use this gateway? Okay, whatever. We're not going to declare immediately, so jump driving is probably fine. We're going to declare pretty soon, but probably not within 200 days. I'm mostly at this point waiting on armies, is what we're primarily waiting on, and buying more time for our defense platforms to finish up is always a good idea too. Like, it's going to be most efficient for us to wait until all of this is done, but I kind of don't want to. Kind of feeling a little impatient on this war, and like we're far more prepared for this war than both of the other times that we've fought the Galactic Entente, and in both of those situations we've done perfectly fine. So I'm not too concerned about it, really. I am slightly concerned about getting reinforcements to some of these fleets. That's going to be interesting. Some of them are going to be cut off from supply lines. We're going to have to not use the reinforce all button. That's for sure. So this fleet can start making its way down over here. And then these fleets can all join in with it. We're currently up to 3k army strength. How are we doing on our production over here? Still got 10 queued up here, 9 here, we've got 11 here, and 20 here. And of course, we should have 1 million queued up in Shapara, but that's going to be primarily reinforcements, rather than our initial attack force. Yeah, here we've still got about 50 queued up, actually about 60. Okay. Sounds good. So all of these can come on in. Excellent. This is going to put us pretty close to 4k in this fleet, which is probably enough to declare with. We're going to have to keep filtering reinforcements in over here, but it's going to be a little bit before we get to a location where we can actually attack. So that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to keep in mind. We'll grab defense platform hull points.
Acquisition complete.
Yeah, this is up to 4k now. I think we wait until we're at 5k, which we're going to be pretty close to currently. In fact, I think we're there, once everybody gets grouped up in Suitor. Of course, some of these that are being made in the sector that are not SHAP, like some of these systems that are not SHAP, they have to travel quite a ways in order to make it to a gateway. So that takes some time for them to get around, which is one of the reasons why I kind of want to wait for all of these clone armies to finish up. This would be 8 months here, this would be 7 here, this would be 9 months here, and quite a few more months at Sastrum. Yeah, that's going to take a little while, but we're super close here. We're at 331 influence, so we're not in danger of capping there. We are capped on our alloys, which is exciting, as always. Let's take a quick look at our terraforming down over here. We don't have... this one is kind of close to halfway. We've still got a long time on these. Like, they'll be finishing up about the time we finish our first war against the Galactic Entente, and I do think it's going to take at least 2. Just because of the sheer number of claims that we need to make. Unless we just want to stay at war with them forever, occupy everything, and then just slowly make the influence claims over time. That could be a thing, but chasing them all down and pushing through everything is going to be a bit exciting. Doable, though, I think. We'll see how the war pans out. It's going to be 1 or 2 wars. But we'll have to see. Anyway, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pause the game. There we go. And we're going to queue up another physics tech, and that is going to be shield hit points, I think. Actually, energy weapon attack speed. And then we are going to go ahead and declare war.
We have declared war. Time for this.
Fantastic. So, we're going to tick forward 1 day for this to all... We're actually going to have to tick forward an additional day. There we go. Now what's going on over here? That's an 80k fleet that we just happened to catch here. And then there's another one, that's just a 521, so that's going to die, for sure. Now, this fleet is a ways away from any potential reinforcements of ours. I mean, we could hop the 8th Fleet over there, in theory. But I'd rather knock these guys out right now. I think we might win that engagement. I'm not sure. I want to push these guys to a better defensive position. The 8th Fleet, same thing. I want to push them to a better defensive position. The Gontrite fragments are going to push in over this way, I think. And then our primary assaults are going to go as follows. One there. One here. One here. One over this way. One over this way. And one over this way. Fantastic. So those are our primary assaults, and I was not counting on there immediately being a battle with an 80k fleet here. This station may hold, though. And if it doesn't, there's this station here, and then we can gateway in and defend here. So I think we're okay on this front. However, I do need to put that cut in here, and in between episodes, I'm going to go through and do all of our stations and ring worlds. So there's going to be some of that going on in between episodes. And next episode, we will begin our war against the Synthoid Link. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.